Yo, yo, yo. Cool. Yeah, dog. Oh, hell no. Anyway. Hmm. Nice mug. Cool. My boy's back. Let's go. Heck is up. To go. Still here. This fucking idiot too. There's still a lot of idiots on here. Dang. Hey Erica, how you doing? How's your vacay? Good? Good to hear. Tired? Yeah, I can imagine. That's one thing I don't like about traveling. Body gets all messed up. After you've been there for like a day or two, you'll be back to normal. Hopefully. Are you going shopping and stuff? Are you been drinking? Hey Ann, how you doing? That's why. Yeah, a little bit too much. Hey, well, when you ain't got no kids around, it's just the adults you can let loose. I can't drink no more. I'll be fucked. Hell no. Yeah, I haven't drinking almost 8 years now. I haven't drank or smoked. I don't really miss it at all. It don't mean nothing to me no more. I drank. I started at a very early age. You're in bed already? Hey, you sound like my sister. She wants to get in her bed. She's had a long day. You can't do it. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't seen him all this time. He hasn't been here today. At least I don't think he has. Yeah, but I came on early. He wasn't here. Last I saw him was last night when he was talking to us. I haven't seen him at all today. Yeah, yeah. I know what you mean. I think it's a lot. I had a nice day today. I hung out with my nephews are off from school, so I was hanging out with my youngest nephew. We were playing pool, darts, had some fun. It was nice. I had an eventful day. My friend after like years of seeing him and end up giving him all this shit. And that was cool. End up having a good laugh, good time. Overall, it was good. The weather was good too. The energy was good today. It wasn't bad at all. It was just nice. I've noticed that the energy's been good lately. Any bad thing that happened was on Saturday when I was on here. Someone came in here and tried to fucking zap me. I felt it. I was like, "Oh no, you won't." Mm-mm. I was like, the nerve of these motherfuckers. Yeah, Saturday morning when I came on here, I was like, I was like probably here for maybe 10 minutes, and then I saw somebody was in the room, but nobody said anything. And then two people came in the room, and I was like, "You guys can talk to me if you want to. You know who you know, like, cause I can feel you guys fucking trying to zap me, right?" So then I put like I have this black cloth here that I use to clean my glasses. So I put it on over the camera, so that way they can't see me, but I stayed live. And as soon as I did that and called them out, they left. Then I felt much better, but I felt them trying to zap me. They were trying to like get like do shit to me because I felt it. I started to get all hot, and I took off my hat. I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "I'm feeling all these like hot sensations." I'm like, "This fucking someone trying to do something to me," because I wasn't really paying attention, and like I was like surfing the web because nobody was in here. And then as soon as I felt that sensation, I was like, "Oh hell no! I know what that is. Someone's trying to attack me." I was like, "No, you won't." Mm-mm. And then it was two of them in here too, and they both laughed at the same time. And I put the sheet over the camera so they can't see me. And then I called them out and fucked them off, and then they left. There's somebody that comes in here every single day. They're like the first one in here, and then the first one to leave. And they hang out to see what's going on, and then they leave, and then they come back, leave, and come back. Like I know what the fuck they're doing, but they just think that I don't know. They must not know that I can feel them, but I can't. Erica, thanks for the super chat. You can ask your question when you're ready. Yeah, exactly. Crazy ass people. I couldn't believe it because it hasn't happened to me in a long, long time. Someone's tried to do that to me. But like I was slipping, see, I was like, not paying attention. 'Cause if I'm like paying attention, then I know like I can control what happens. But like I was just like, what the fuck? I felt weird. I was like, oh shit, must be both of them in here trying that abracadabra fucking shit. No, no. Yeah, that hasn't happened to me in a very long time. But I definitely like felt it. And I was like, what the hell? So I was kind of like, I was pissed, like, because I was like, I can't believe somebody had the nerve to do that shit. And then I was like, yep. But the first person that came, I didn't feel anything. And then the second one came in, and they must have tried together or something like that. I don't know. But it wasn't nothing where, like, I was all fucked up or something. I just felt like like the energy, like, I felt it. And then as soon as I clicked over and covered my camera and called them out, they took off. It was weird. Very weird. And I was like, fuck, you might, because I come on here every day, 2, 3 times a day now, they get mad. I know exactly who it is, and I know, like, what they're doing. I have a feeling I know who it is. Like, I know, I kind of know who it is. Like, cause that's the only person I can think of. But I'm just like, wow, like you still like trying that shit after all these years. Like, I could give a flying fuck about you. The thing is, it doesn't happen to me at all. But that day, it looked like because I wasn't paying attention and like I was just like kind of just like in a zone looking at shit. I left myself like open for like a little feel. So I mean, evil people can do that shit. Like they can send you shit to make you feel like nasty. Like they can do that shit. Like, but it don't happen to me on a daily basis because they can't do it. You ain't gonna get me like that. I feel like I'm protected like at the highest level, but when two people do it at the same time, which I think that's what happened, like they can get to you, but like it won't last. It won't like affect you where you're like, oh my god. Like they ain't got that type of power. You know. Exactly. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. All right, so Erica, as far as like who's coming towards you in love, or if there is love coming towards you, I don't really see like anything significant here, but I would say like I don't see like a specific person or like someone coming in anytime soon, but whoever's coming towards you is someone who like is getting over uh an emotional time or getting over somebody that they've lost or they don't share affection with, like a mistress or someone who was their lover and then they're now moving on. Like I don't really get like a person here, but I just get like the type of person that will come to is they're getting over their last person. They're getting over their losses. They're getting over their failures and errors and mistakes. And this person is just like someone who was lied to and deceived, but they're very hopeful that they can like try and make their way towards you or towards like a new love situation with someone. But this also could be like a cycle where you might know this person already and they might try again. They tried the first time and then it didn't work, so now they're gonna try again another time. So this could be somebody you already know, in my opinion. And like from what I got here, that's what it shows me. So this person thinks that there's still like there's like a desire to be together with you, but they don't know if you'll take them. I wouldn't say take them back, but like give them the time of day for say. But I don't really get like a specific person, but that's the type of person that I have here is someone who had a hard time and then like now is willing to like come back to you or like see if they can try to get him back with you. Might even talk to you. After all, it is the retrograde. Let me see if I can get a like who it is. I got the type of person, but I didn't get who exactly it is. Now I got it. All right, cool. I got the King of Cups reversed. So this is a guy who is like very temperamental. You know, he's like he could have lied to you or told you lies, or he would have like he could have argued with you. He could have lied to you. He like he was very indecisive. But now like he wants to like try and maybe come back to you. Or this person is just someone who is going to come towards you, but you're probably gonna figure them out. You're probably gonna be like, no, bro, I don't know if I want to deal with you right now. You know, so I doubt like this is someone who like you really want to be within a love situation, but this person is like the closest to being or trying to get with you in love in a love situation. I keep getting the same thing that I don't really see like a love situation coming up for you anytime soon, but I do see like the person that is around or coming around you or going to come around you in the next, couple of weeks or whatever. This person is somebody who like you might know from your past, somebody who's like tried to do something again. This person might try to come back to you after being around you before. Could be an ex, maybe. I'm not really getting that, but it could be like I keep getting the five of pentacles. I got the five of pentacles 3 times. And I got the three of swords here at the bottom. So like I got the ace of wands reversed, 6 of cups. So it's telling me like it could be somebody that was once around you or once in your life, maybe from the past, or maybe this person like is someone that had bullshit happen to him and they're gonna try and come out, go come towards you. But as far as like a love relationship or anything like that, that's gonna work, I would say no. No, nobody right now. Yeah, if you're not really looking, then that's what's coming towards you is bullshit. Yeah, that's what I would say. It's like somebody that you don't even want. That's why you ain't looking. So if you ain't looking, then you're gonna be getting bullshit. You know, like someone that ain't really about that life. You know, someone that might know you, might see what you're about, and try and come into your life. It's weird, but people are weird anyway. So yeah, I don't see no knight in shining armor or anything like that. It's hard to find somebody decent, man. It's so fucked up, but whatever. Yeah, it's just like my sister. She's like, she's been without, she's been single for 2 years, and she says all the guys that come towards her are all idiots. I said, that's all that's left. I said, I consider myself a good man and a good person, and I'm not gonna find no decent ass fucking woman because there's all hers out there. Ain't no all the decent women are gone. All the decent women are like not lined up with decent men, and it's vice versa. Like there's always like some bullshit you have to deal with. It's fucking bullshit. Yeah, and I saw something that you tagged me in, but I didn't see it because I was on here. But yeah, Slay. My friend Destiny, she comes in here and she says Slay. Go ahead. Me and my nephews were saying that shit like last year sometime. We was talking that shit, acting up, making fun of shit. It's like me. My friend Destiny. Shout out to Destiny wherever you are. All right. And I see you donated. You said whatever comes out the closet, I guess. I don't know. Whatever comes out. All right, let's see. You're welcome, Erica. No problem. I always encourage everybody to work on themselves. Keep working on yourself. Keep making yourself better. Keep doing what's best for you. And then if someone's meant to come into your life, then it'll happen. If not, oh well. Keep working on yourself. That's what I've been doing for the past couple of years. I've been single for a long time by choice. But, I just don't want to be with anybody. I'd rather work on myself. I couldn't tell you the last time like I even wanted to be with somebody or even try. I just don't really care. And that's what I said on here many times. Like when I was with the last person I was with was like off and on, weird, just never like wanted to like, make it official and go, make things happen and they just it was just weird. Like and then like the last maybe 3 years I've like tried to date somebody and they just like switch up and act like nothing ever happened. Like they're just weird. People are just like they're just scared of commitment. I find a lot of people are scared of commitment. They're scared to commit. They're scared to date. They're scared to like open up their hearts again. Once you're hurt, like they don't want to like reopen up, you know? And I don't blame people like, but I'm always open to like find somebody and be in love with somebody and shit. But it has to be the right situation. And it has to be like somebody that's living here. I can't be dating somebody that's fucking hundreds and thousands of miles away from me. Man, fuck that shit. Like I ain't doing no online bullshit. Like, I need the person has to be living here. You know what I'm saying? I can't be like doing that type of bullshit. So that's the only things that were like really available at the time. And I'm like, you know what? I ain't dealing with this fucking shit. And then the women that are here, they want a sugar daddy because Bermuda's an expensive place. So, they want somebody that like me who has a business, who's like got their in place and gonna spend some money on them. Like fucking hell I am. I ain't gonna spend no money on you, ho. You better have a good job. Or else I ain't gonna date you anyway. You fuck you think this is? I ain't just sugar daddy, ho. I don't care if you're getting on your knees every night. That don't make no difference to me, sweetheart. I don't care about all that shit. Now, if I was a hoe, I wouldn't care. I'll be paying while you be displaying. My dog's over here psyching the fuck up. All right, Ann. All right, what I get here is you can be like mentally thinking about a lot of things. Like you might have a lot on your mind. You might be trying to like be active and then not be active and then off and on. You'd be like, I'm gonna try to do something, but then you might just say, you know what, fuck that, I'm not. And you're trying to like escape your mind from thinking too much, probably. Another thing I get is like you're thinking about the past, how you got tricked in the past, how it was difficult, how it was hard. You might be like thinking about all the times you were depressed or you had bad situations happen to you in the past. You're thinking like, should I work or should I not work? Should I work hard? Should I not work hard? And then like sometimes you make plans, but then you don't follow through with the plans, and then you're like, nah, fuck it, I don't really want to do it. You might also feel overwhelmed at times about the things that you want to do, but then it doesn't follow through, and then you rest and you recover, and then like you have these unexpected things that happen, and you're like, nah, see, that's why I didn't do it. That's probably why. Okay, whatever. So like you might feel like you have to face reality, but you don't know what the reality of what you really want to do is. So try not to make any plans because it's not going to go according to plan. Is what this is saying. And try not to think about the past and what happened to you and dwell on the past. If you're talking to people and they bring up the past, try not to bring up yours. So that way, you don't have to like deal with the past resentments and memories and shit like that. Like trying to think about it or talk about it. But overall, I would say like I feel like you want to be determined or you're trying to be determined and take the initiative to do things. You're trying to find a strength. You're trying to find a successful path. Um, you might be like emotionally feeling like the love from others, and you're feeling like the love from your friends, your true friends, your daughters, family, things like that. Like you wanna feel like you're winning, but it takes time. But you might be winning in certain areas, and others might you want to win in, but you're not. And then you're like, okay, well, what can I do to win in these areas? Yeah. So like I feel like you have a deep emotional feeling for loving your family and loving yourself and like things like that and your friends, your true friends, and that's all that makes you feel like you've conquered you like you've like you won in that aspect. So the other things are just mental mind things that you think about that you might be thinking about during the day. You might be like, oh, look at this, okay, well, I don't really want to deal with that shit. I don't want to deal with this. But this is more like, because I got a lot of swords here. So that's a lot of thinking. That's a lot of like, overthinking and thinking about what am I going to do? What's next? You might be like thinking that, oh, what am I going to do today? What am I going to post today? What am I going to not post? Oh, maybe I shouldn't post this, or maybe I should post that, or what color am I going to use today when I paint something, or, what can I think about doing to get me some more votes or me some more like, likes or views? Like you might be overthinking like too much. So like try not to like go above and beyond for those like little things. Yeah. Yeah. So it's more about the swords here are more about thinking, overthinking, and less like over analyzing things as well. Like trying not to like be too involved into things that are not gonna like give you anything in return, if that's the case. Yeah, like that's a statement that you should remember every day. Is I'm blessed and I shouldn't complain, but I do sometimes. I don't really complain at all. I just complain about situations. I don't complain about life. I just complain about how people are so stupid, like, And I don't understand why people are like just dumb as fuck. That's the only thing I complain about. I complain about people. I don't complain about life. Life is life. Like, I can't change what happens unless I change myself. Yeah, I've done that. Million. I have my own deck with my own cards, as you know, and I have like these bootleg cards I used to pull, and I still have it. It's got like all these cards and all these names on there, but that's good to do because it's your energy, man. You know, it's nice to make your own cards. I always encourage everybody to do that, so that way, you have your energy on it. Well, If they think you are, then that's good. Don't lie to them and tell them you're not. And the thing is, like, try not to like be around too many like weirdos and too many people. Sometimes getting too many compliments and too much like involvement with other people, like it's not good to like exchange too much energy and too much like pleasantries. But when I say that to people, they say, "Oh well, they're cool. They're cool. These people are cool. Yeah, you think they're fucking cool. You gotta watch your back on here, cause you're like I always tell people like a lot of people like on here, you don't even know who you're talking to. You can be talking to somebody that's fucking evil as fuck and just trying to get to you. Like on Saturday, how he just randomly came in here and tried to get me. No, 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 no. Yeah, I think it was more of like because I was in a mice, I was like looking at some hats and shit online. I forgot that I was online almost. So then when I felt that, I went immediately over. Yeah, there's a lot of bad people on here. It's as sad as I like hate to say that, but a lot of people are bad on here. There's a lot of bad people. There's a lot of fake ass lying motherfuckers on here. You know, a lot of people are crazy on here, and this type of work will make people obsessed. See, so when you get like readings from somebody, like it happens in here still till today. Like people will come in here every single day and ask the same questions, same shit over and over and over. And I used to stop people, but now I just don't do it because it's your karma. You know, it's something that you shouldn't be doing. You know you shouldn't be doing it, but you do it anyway. So it's gonna be your karma now. So it's not my place to tell you what to do. But as long as you don't drain my energy, then I'm fine. You can come in there every day, get a read, and go right ahead. Nothing to do with me. Don't say I didn't tell you so. But hey, what do I know? Yeah, you were telling me earlier that you said you were gonna go on live. Just let us all know so we can support you. So that way you don't feel like alone. Mhm. That's all. Just let us know. We'll go in there. Me, Dan, Marley, your friends that you have that are not in here or whatever. We'll come in there and support you. Tanya, I'm sure we'll come in there and help you out. Talk shit. That's the best way. That's how I started. I went live just out of the blue. I was on my couch. I was like, yeah, it's working, guys. Oh, it is? Okay, cool. Anyway, yeah, let's talk some shit. So, I went and talked some shit. Then I started pulling cards. And next thing you know, all these people are coming in there. And they're like, oh, hey, how you doing? Oh, yeah, you're a site. Oh, cool. I know you from so-and-so's room. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, can I have a card? Yeah, sure. Yeah, pull your card, pull your card. Next thing you know, I'm here 6 years later. That's how it works, though. Once you get used to it, then you're gonna want to come live every day. You're gonna want to come live when you have a chance. But sometimes women think that, oh yeah, I'm gonna have all these pervs in my room talking shit. Man, that happens to guys too. I got dopey ass women coming here talking shit all the time, being crazy and all that. Yeah, well, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. That's why you can't let these people ruin things for you. That's why I always tell people Sometimes like you don't want too many people around. That's why I never really publicize myself. And even if you do, I know a woman that goes live every single day. It's her living, it's her life. She goes live every day. She's a friend of mine. Um, but she goes live every day, sometimes two, three times a day. And she's there and she has like I think at least 3,000 subscribers or something like that. About that maybe. And you know, she does free shit too and paid shit. So but I say to myself, you're here every day answering the same people, doing the same shit. When I said I just can't, like, I don't know how people do it. I just can't do that shit every fucking day, like, all day. Like, and she advertised herself every day. She's always advertising herself. Yeah, this person, she just like always advertising herself, and she don't really have too much traffic. But it doesn't matter. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you advertise yourself or not. If you don't have a connection with somebody, you don't have a connection with somebody. People always tell me, "Oh, you should advertise." I said, "No, no. I like, I like it just the way it is." Oh, look at that! Speak of the devil. Hey, Dan. Ann was just asking where the heck you been. I told her I ain't seen you. Well, the thing is, like, a lot of people don't understand that it's not about advertising yourself too much. What you have to do, you have to gain people's trust. You can advertise all you want. You're gonna get pure people coming there, and then you're gonna get like people who are full of shit, people who don't really care, people who don't even know what tarot is. People are just gonna try you once and then leave, and that's it. As soon as I stop doing free questions and free stuff, hardly anybody comes in here now, and I love it. Like I said, as long as I get people in here that are my friends and my clients, and I just go ahead and do what I have to do, that's perfect for me. Not my problem. I don't really like a lot of people. I can't stand that. And a lot of people tell me, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get my friends over here," and I say, "No, no." I was like, "You tell one or two people, whatever, but don't bring your aggravating people around here." It's funny. Someone just told me they were gonna send all these people to me. I'm like, yeah, yeah. I said, you don't have to if you don't want to. It's all good. I don't really want nobody over here. If they're good people, you can send them, but if not, I don't want them around here. I'm good. Doing good. Dan had a great day. All went well today. Life is good. I'm blessed. I'm here entertaining Ann, your favorite Virgo. How about you, Dan? How's things with you and the wife? Hope you guys are good. Did you ever get the light bulb changed? Well, and the reason they do is because, the reason they do is because they have shitty energy, or they like to just talk to hear themselves, and they have like bullshit around them. They're not protected. They just have shit around them. That's their problem. I don't want people like that around me. I don't need none of that bad energy shit around here, that fucking weird shit around here. It's bad enough to have some people that come in here, that are weird as it is. Not everybody, but some, just one or two here and there. I don't want that shit around me. Once in a while they'll come in here, but not all the time. But I'll see them every now and then and be like, oh God, look who's coming in here now. And always asking some dumbass shit. But to each their own. I don't even care anymore. You had to crawl on the top of the bed to put the ladder steady. We got it done. Okay, good, Dan. That's good. I'm glad you got it done. Oh, nice. So you had a few then. That's good. Yeah, exactly. As long as you were safe and got it done, that's all that matters. That's a good thing. I've had a total of 3 people come in here, but I got 5 likes. So whoever came in here gave me some likes and then left. I'm looking up top. I just noticed it. I'm like, there's 2 of you in here and 5 likes. I'm like, well, where the hell's everybody else? It was only you two and Erica. I don't know. Maybe Tanya came in here and didn't. Maybe she's coming back. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's all good. I don't mind. And but I'm like, they wouldn't even say hi. Could be Maria too. She usually pop if she can't be in here, she'll come in here and like and then leave and then come back. Yeah, I appreciate all the likes and shit. It's cool. I'm not really dwelling on it too much, but I appreciate it for sure. It helps. Oh boy. She's an alien, Dan. She'll be alright. Baseball season is starting up soon. Have you ever seen someone arguing with whatever they are arguing with? Oh yeah, definitely. There's a guy here in Bermuda. We call him the scientist, and he's got like issues. He's like he sees spirits and stuff, and he argues with spirits and argues with like people and stuff. That's my buddy Max. I call him Maxwell. That's his real name, but I knew him from way back, and he calls me Marky, and he doesn't have no teeth. Uh, he's about in his 50s, I think, and he's like a well-known, like like one of those crazy guys you see on the street all the time. And one day, not one day, but a few times, he would wash like my old boss's car, and he'll be like, we'll like sneak up around and look at him. We'll be hearing him fucking all people and shit. And then I was like, what the hell? He'd be like pointing up. I told you, don't you talk back to me. He used to say, I told you. And he would like blink his eyes like this. You all fucked up. So yeah, I've seen that happen before. Yeah, see that. There's a lot of people like that. It's pretty sad, but this one guy, he done that shit all the time. Yeah, his eyes would be blinking and shit. He'd be talking and be blind blinking like that. I was like, what the fuck's wrong with Max? And I'd go out there, I'd be like, Max, who you talking to, bro? And he'd be like, I see them spirits. I see those spirits. And I was like, all right, bro. Okay. I'm gonna come to you for a reading then. See, I was only like 19 years old when I was saw him for the first time. I weren't really into psychic stuff around that time. I almost told him, look, but I see spirits too, but they ain't arguing with me like they argue with you though. Oh, I'm sure. There's a lot of crazies out there and people like that that have those issues and stuff. I feel bad for them sometimes, but it's just the way they are. Sometimes you can't. There's no cure for that. Sometimes I talk to myself a lot. Like I'll talk to myself and like do I mean not in a crazy way, but like I'll talk to myself about what I'm gonna do. And if I'm mad, I'll talk to myself even more. I'll be like, yeah, motherfucker, when they gonna do this shit, I'm gonna slap the shit out of this motherfucker. Can't believe this motherfucker did this shit to me. You know what I mean? But this is some bullshit. I get like that sometimes. Sometimes people might see me in my van talking to myself. They be like, "This guy must be singing or he's talking to himself." When I get in my car, I zone out and I talk to spirit or talk to people and shit like that. Like talk to myself. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Dan. I try not to do that, but if I make fun of them, I'm gonna tell somebody what they did and then just laugh about it and be like, I feel bad for them and just I help them out anyway. The guy I'm talking about, I've helped him out a few times. I've given him money, food. I help him out here and there when I see him. Because when he sees me, he goes, Mikey. And he's got a good Mikey. And he's like, got no fucking teeth. You got $2? And I was like, yeah, Max, I got $2, bro. Here. You got five, Mark? Yeah, I'm hungry. I said, look, I ain't giving you no $5. Take that $2 and fuck off, Max. All right, Marky. All right, Marky. Yeah, exactly. Don't wipe them damn boogies on me. Hell no. Me too, man. I'm already on the past 48, on my way to 49, and then 50. Less than 2 years, I'll be 50. So good. The age is just a number. When I looked at my neighbor, he is 68 and he's in great shape, cutting grass, going around, doing shit. He was fine. You know? Then I look at my dad, he's 81. Look at my mom, she's 79. You know, my older brother and my older sister in their 50s. Then I spoke to my friend on what's today? Tuesday? Yeah. I spoke to my friend on Friday and he said he's going 60 and he thought I was younger, way younger than he was. And I was like, no, bro, I'm 48. They said, I'm catching you up. He goes, fuck, you're 12 years younger than me. I'm going 60. I'm like, you look good for 60, man. You're all right. He goes, no, boy, I'm fucking suffering, man. I can't work like I used to. I said, well, obviously, because you're 60, shit. And when you work hard your whole life, you start to deteriorate. I know, right now, shit. Remember when you were 50 now? It's a good old days. Just like I tell you guys all the time, my mom goes like this, look. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and goodbye. She goes, don't worry, you're going to reach 50. When you reach 50, you're going to really know what life is. You can't do nothing. Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Dan. I appreciate it. When I want a senior's discount, I'm going to take my mom with me and tell her I'll give her the money to pay for it. Yeah, you got to get a hug, man. Come on. Hugs, not drugs. You're so mean, man. Should let her hug you. You got to get a hug every day. She wanted to hug you. Come on, Ann. Give me a little hug. Don't be naughty. Little hug won't hurt. She want to give you some love. Some people are huggers. The only person I hug every day is my nephew, my youngest nephew. He hugs me. We hug each other every day. Sometimes twice a day. In the morning and when I first see him and at night. Or sometimes when I first see him from school, we'll give him a hug and then before he goes to sleep, he'll give me another one. That's the only person I hug every day is my nephew. And my dog, obviously. I hug my dog, but I'm talking about a person. That's true, Dan. My nephew's a Virgo. He hugs me in private. You know, he don't hug me in front of people. Hardly ever. My family, back in the day, even now, They don't do hugs. We don't hug each other and stuff. I don't even hug my mom or my dad or anything like that. We never really were brought up in that type of like hugging type of shit. We're like, nah, leave me alone. My sister, my youngest sister, she's a Sagittarius. She likes to hug every goddamn body. She'll hug anybody. She just like she's one of the most annoying huggers persons in the world. She wants to hug every motherfucker. She likes to hug people. I told her, don't fucking touch me. She's like, Marky, you want a hug? I'm like, no, I don't want no fucking hug. I'd rather hug my damn dog. Yeah, not my family. My mom and dad are not very like expressive in the hug department. They probably hugged us a lot when we were young, but not like as we got older. Like now we don't hug each other at all. Hell no. I couldn't tell you the last time that happened. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really like hugging too many people either because I don't like people getting all up in my energy and all over me. I don't really like to be touched like that, every from random people and shit. I'll hug people that I trust or hug people that I love or something like that, but that's about it. But every day, without a doubt, me and my nephew hug each other for sure. Sometimes both my nephews we hug each other, but then they're the ones next door. The oldest one, he's kind of getting off of the hug thing. He'll just come by and tap me in my belly or tap me upside my head or something, or like just like fist bump or something like that, or just a tap. But he'll hug me every now and then. But the youngest one is like every day. It's like our thing, which I don't mind. I love my nephews. Yeah, we're all getting off of those things. Some people just don't like to show their emotional side, or they don't express they don't express their feelings, or they don't express themselves. Some people are like that. I haven't seen her. The last time I saw her, I think was yesterday. She came in here during the day. I think I just said I'm at work listening. That's what she said. But I know this week she's got a tough week because she had to drive like an hour to the place and an hour back from the place. She's at like another store this week. She said. So she's probably gonna be really tired. She's probably in her bed right now with the wolfie blanket. Set her alarm clock. But I believe she came here during the day just to say, I think she said, hi, Mark, just saying I'm listening in the background. I'm at work. And I was like, okay, Marty, cool. That was it. I think that was yesterday. Today, I haven't seen her. But she's probably tired because I know she did tell everybody that she won't be around this week because she's going to that place. Yeah, it was yesterday. Yeah. Today, I haven't seen anybody. Tanya was here yesterday. Tanya was here today. She came in and she was at work listening. She had a good day at work, she said. So yeah, she's cool. Yeah, everybody does. I have my other friend that I talk to, she's a psychic too, and she's all worried about taxes and the IRS and all bullshit. And I'm like, oh God, every year, man, it's the same thing. You'll be fine. Like, don't worry, you'll be good. I gotta pay payroll tax on the April 15th. We have payroll tax here every 3 months, so I gotta pay my payroll tax next week probably. Yeah, exactly. You have to. You you need an ego fluff. Yeah, otherwise, that I haven't seen too many of us. When Anne first came in here, she asked if I had seen you today. I said no, I haven't seen you during the day. And then you showed up. So I think it was like yesterday. Hardly anybody came in here at all. I was on here for like 45 minutes last night. I think, yeah, last night. Last night from like 10:15 to 11. Nobody came in here at all. I was on here for literally 45 minutes and not one person came in here at all. Well, people came in here, but they didn't say anything. And I was like, damn, I've been here for 45 minutes. But I think that every Monday night that happens. Like Monday night's probably like the most slowest night ever. I think everybody was like probably like, you know, in their own little world in their bed or just like probably said, fuck this, I'm gonna sleep. It's Monday. So and I ended up watching the Celtics play last night until 1 o'clock in the morning. So I didn't get to bed till late because I was watching the game. Mr. 8. So yeah, that's why I was like, oh well, do what you gotta do. You saw what your president wants to do, right? Speaking of that, pride parades. Your president wants to get rid of the Pride Month and put Veterans Month. What you think? Mm-mm-mm. He's the world's nuts. The world's been nuts. The world's been nuts since for whenever. When I saw all that when I saw all that John F. Kennedy shit that they released the other day, like all that was years and years and years ago. See how crazy the world was back then? People always talk about the world just became crazy or something. The world ain't been crazy. This world just didn't get crazy. It's been crazy. Well, if he does, then that means that they have a good month overall. Well, I don't know, man. I think I think the COVID years were like the worst to me because like you felt like you were like locked up in your house and you couldn't go anywhere. 2020 and 2021 were probably like Some of the most craziest months in the world, from craziest years for me. Like I was like, what the hell is going on here? What the fuck is this shit? You know? And and after that, those 2 years, I kind of realized that the world is fucking like really crazy. And it was just to me, it was like a year. Those 2 years were like it was a wake up call for me, where I was like, you know, if I wasn't, if I didn't have the, if I wasn't a psychic, I would have like been like I would have my fucking bank account would be fucking down, and I would have no work, no money, no nothing. And like this is bullshit. Like standing in line on alphabetical order to go inside a grocery shop and all this bullshit. You can't go grocery shopping every day. You can only go on the day that your like initials are and all that. We've been through so much bullshit during that time. And I just couldn't take that shit anymore. Wearing a mask all the time. That was probably like the craziest world experience I've ever had in my life. You know? Well, apparently the groceries are already going down and the gas. Some people have said the gas is going down in their areas, in their states or something like that. And some people said the price of eggs is going back down too. Well, here in Bermuda, the price of eggs have gone back down. It's back down to 5.99. It was 10.99. Now it's 5.99. And some places are 5.25 for a dozen. That's in Bermuda. Some people say it has gone down in their state, and some people say, "Oh, yeah, it's the same," and some people are just lying. Yeah. Well, see where you are, it's not a. Yeah, in Texas, that you guys aren't you guys are Democrats over there, right? Isn't Texas a Democrat state? I think, if I'm correct. I can't remember. Who's that weirdo that had the cane and was like, "You guys governor that guy"? He was like starting trouble in the Congress that time, just about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, see, yeah. And it's like, look, I don't know, and I don't fucking care about that shit. But yeah, I know in Texas, like that shit's probably not gonna change because of the Democrat Party are in Texas. I believe there's more Democrats than Republicans over there. That's why Texas probably ain't gonna change. And that jackass that runs Texas, he made more trouble, so it's probably gonna be worse for you guys. There's no federal funding if you act up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's what the deal is for that, in my opinion. But here in Bermuda, we're so used to like prices being high, so it's like it's whatever to us. Like I don't really fucking care anyway. If I want something, I'm gonna go get it regardless. But I actually stopped buying eggs when they were 10.99 for like about maybe a month. I didn't even buy no eggs. I refused to. I'm not buying no fucking 10.99 eggs. You must be mental. I'd rather go get a damn chicken. So when that happened, I didn't really buy any eggs or eat any eggs either. And then I said, fuck this, I'm not gonna do that. So then now I think I bought a dozen eggs last week around this time. It was 5.99. And I was like, all right, I'll buy them now. They're $5 cheaper. I remember when eggs were 1.99 here in Bermuda. And that wasn't too long ago either. But unfortunately, Money, evil, politics, governments, they all ruin this world, unfortunately, and the people are too weak. There's a lot of people that are too weak to talk and too weak to like make a decision. People are too comfortable with the world, see, and not enough people have the balls to like take charge. And see, the system is so rigged for us to shut the fuck up and work for them. Because if you don't work, you can't pay your bills. And if you are there protesting every day, you can't do anything unless there's a majority. When there's a minority, it's just going to go in and out, and people are going to look at you like, no, I can't. I can't protest because I'm going to lose money. I need to pay my bills. That's why they made the world the way it is. So all of us can't come together. But see, that's why during COVID, when we all had nothing to do and we couldn't work, that's when we should have did it. But see, they also rigged it so where you know you're locked up at home, so you don't have a voice. You see what I mean? So it's like fuck. What are we gonna do? Because I thought about all those things many times, but even if I were to rally up a whole pile of people, what's the sense? It's not going to do nothing because people are weak. They're going to give up. You know? Oh yeah, Dan. That's why I'm in the position I'm in now. Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. It's very unfortunate, but like people always think that the world just got worse. I mean, the world's been bad. The world is a beautiful place. It's just the people that are getting worse. The people are ruining the world. They always have. When I was young, and when we were all young, there was plenty of problems. That's why as soon as I saw that assassination of John F. Kennedy brought back up again, and I was like, look at this shit. This shit was so long ago, and I was still trying to find out who did it, and we're still trying to find out like what happened, and why did it happen, and this and that and the other. And now that shit happens on a regular basis, but But back then, see, the media wasn't really like it is now, where they see your every move. You know, everybody right now is being tracked. See, they know everything about you. They know your location, where you live, your telephone number. They know everything. That's why you can't escape now. And even when you do escape, it's because you know somebody or you paid the price. One of the most biggest controversial things in my life I've ever seen was when Magic Johnson, the basketball player, got AIDS, and he's still living today and looks perfectly fine. And they used to say anybody who gets AIDS is gonna die. He admitted that he got it, and he's still living. So what's that tell you? It's all about how much money you have. It's all about like who you know, and it's like then you'll get the right cures and the right things. It's so corrupt. But even if you fight the corruption, you're losing the battle anyway. You can fight corruption all you want, because after you fight one part of corruption, another part's gonna come out, and another part's gonna come out, because there's more evil to do than there is good. So it's easy to be bad, but it's not easy to be good. Because the bad's always there attacking you. The bad's always available. The good's never, hardly ever available. And people don't like to be good. They want to start shit. They want to make problems. They want to do things to make you mad. So that's why it's so easier to be bad than it is to be good. The system is very bad, but I try to. The way I look at it and have looked at it for the past 10 years of my life, I would say, ever since I've been on my own, like it took me a while to figure it out, but then once I caught the system and see what I had to do to save money and like have a business that succeeds but not pay a lot of bullshit, it's like, you have to make sure you just pay for the things you have to pay for. Now, the things you don't have to pay for, you just don't pay for it. Because people try to put a label on things. Oh, you have to have this. You have to have that. No, I don't. By law, I don't. And if you just obey the law, you pay your shit, you pay your dues, you'll be left alone. It's the ones that don't do it that get hassled, and then they play victim, and then you're like, oh well, this man, just fucking pay this shit and shut up. Pay your fucking bills, then you won't have nobody looking for you. That's why I live conscience free every day. I pay my electricity bill, my cable bill, my internet. I pay my tax. I pay my fucking every bill that I have, I pay for. So that way I ain't got nobody looking for me. I don't want to be the center of someone's attraction. Fuck that. I don't want the government be looking at me every fucking week and every month. You know? Hell no. That's the only way you really like you overcome the odds and overcome like the system and the government is just pay what you have to pay for by law and just move on. Just shut the fuck up and just do it. And if you do it, you won't have no problems. But people see are so rebellious. They're like, oh, I'll pay it next month. I don't care. Fuck the government. All right, well, fuck the government then. Okay. You'll see where that's going to get you. And then when they come looking for you and lock you up, what do you mean? What do you mean I can't? This is injustice. You're taking my money, man. Just do what you're told to do, and that's it. It's only mandatory to pay certain things. So if you make enough money to pay those things, be grateful, and the rest is yours. The government can't do shit about it because you end up living, the correct way. And they're not really worried about you if you ain't doing dumb shit. That's why people make life so hard for themselves. They really, truly do. People make too much like noise for nothing. And they make too much problems and then they get caught up and then, oh well, the government this and the government, man, it's not the government, it's you. Just do what the fuck you're told. I remember when I sat down in the office with this lady, when I started my business, I said, look, all I want to know is what bills do I have to pay for, mandatory bills that will keep my business from getting in trouble. She says you have to pay your social insurance pension and you have to pay your payroll tax. She says insurance and everything else is optional. You're not obligated to pay insurance. You don't have to pay health insurance here. Health insurance is a choice for business owners. And they try to make the health insurance, like the regular health insurance, affordable. But it's never going to be affordable. Health insurance will never be affordable for the average working person. Mark my words, it will never be affordable. Because they don't want to make it affordable. They want to make sure that if you don't go to a doctor in a whole year and you're healthy all year, they're the ones that benefit, not you. But they can't expect everyone to be like me or to be like someone else who's healthy all the time and paying $500 for fucking insurance every month. So if you pay $500 every month for health insurance and you never go to the doctor or you never go to the hospital and you don't use up that $500 times 12 is what? 6 grand, right? I think. Yeah, 6 grand a year, right? So that's a lot of fucking money to just give away for no reason. If you're not gonna go to the doctor or you're not gonna go to the fucking, like fuck that. Hell no, I ain't paying no 6 grand a year not to go to no doctor. I can use that 6 grand to pay my bills and to go to a doctor and pay less with paying cash. I could pay $100 for a doctor's visit once a year, just if I need something, and probably like 60, $70 for pills if I need it, if I hurt myself or I do something. So that means I'm not even spending a grand on doctors and bullshit. But that's only if you don't have those issues. You take care of yourself and you don't need insurance. Neither do I, and I haven't had health insurance since I've been on my own. Fuck that. I ain't paying all that money. Hey, Joanna, that makes three of us. And when I tell people I don't have health insurance, oh my God, you're crazy. Oh my, what if something happens? What if something happens? I have the money in my account to fucking pay for it cash. What do you think? I'm dumb? You think I live by pennies or something? I'm not spending no $500 a month for no damn health insurance. And that's the cheapest insurance you can get in Bermuda. And that's no dental, no nothing. That's like going to the hospital and get treated and being in a bullshit ward on a bunk bed. If you want top notch insurance, you gotta pay like $700, $800 a month. Who? You're fucking crazy. No way in hell. No, not Mark. Uh-uh. I tell people all the time. They people tell you know what I tell people? I tell you exactly what I say to everybody. If you believe in Jesus, you believe in God, right? And you don't have to be religious. All you gotta do is be a firm believer in God and spirit. And that's who your insurance is. When people tell me what insurance you with, I said I'm with Jesus and God's insurance. It's worked for me for the past 17, 18 years. That's funny. I'm like, it's not funny, it's true. I said, God is my insurance. If you believe in God, you won't need insurance. And they're like, oh well, I'm not healthy and I have problems. I'm like, yeah, you have problems because you don't believe in God, jackass. That's your problem. You don't fucking believe. If you don't believe, then how the hell are you gonna have? That's why you got insurance and you got problems. Same thing with COVID. When COVID came out and everybody got their little zap, I said, not me. No way in hell. Never in life. My whole family got it. Except for me, I was the only one who didn't get it. And I say, you know what? You know who's my zap? You know who's my shot? Jesus. God. That's who takes care of me. And I sat right here at this table in this chair and I said, God, Jesus, Spirit, I know you're listening to me, and I will be your example during these times because I will not get that shit. And I will tell everybody the reason I'm not getting it is because you will make sure I won't get that shit and die. I'll be your example. And that's exactly what happened. And I'm still their example to today. And so are you if you don't get it. But some people, like they say, I feel bad for some people because they got conned into doing it because they're jobs. But to me, that's still not really an excuse to a certain extent because if that was me and they said that shit to me, I would have quit and I would have got a different job that I don't have to get that shit. Or I wouldn't have got a job until it wasn't mandatory. You ain't telling me what the fuck to do. Hell no. You ain't telling me I gotta get that shit because I work for you. No, no. That ain't happening. You ain't telling me I gotta get a shot because that's the way it has to be. Mm-mm. That's why I would leave. That's why I'm so glad I'm working for myself. I didn't have nobody telling me I have to get it. They tried, but it weren't anything happening. And these are just some examples that of the life that we live. See, the life that we live is crazy because you either believe and receive, or you deny and lie, or you deny and just don't see what you're really doing with your life. So that's why I tell people, like, that's what I do. You don't have to do what I do, and nobody does. Well, you can do if you do it, then that's great for you, and you'll see the results. You will see the results. It's simple. Why not, right? Welcome back, Dan. But see, a lot of people like don't even talk about it no more because they realize they got fucked. They got conned. They got lied to, and now all the lies are coming out, and I'm sitting here telling everybody I told you so. I got plenty of arguments on here because of that shit. I'm lost friends because of that shit. And now they won't even come back and tell me they're sorry or tell me I was right or tell me I was, that they were wrong and you were right, Mark. It's all a bullshit scam. It was all bullshit. I shouldn't have got it, this and that, blah blah blah. I don't wanna hear it. I don't wanna hear it. I already told you. And you're the one who ditched me and dissed me, telling me I'm crazy. Yeah? You look now who looks like they're crazy. You're crazy if you don't believe in God. That's what you're crazy. It's that simple. But you know what? These times happen. These last few years happened to the world to test people's faith. It was a test to see if you really, really believe in God, if you really, really believe in yourself, if you really do have talents, if you're scared, if you're weak, if you're strong, if you're smart. What are you gonna do when the system, tries to attack you with their bullshit? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna stand up to it? Are you going to stand with God? Are you going to run away? What are you going to do? That's why these things have happened this past few years. Is to see if you're really going to choose the right situation. And the same thing happened with you guys' election. That's exactly why what happened. Because all these fake ass people got exposed. And people are there talking shit about um, the current president and current shit and saying all this dumb shit. But what about what happened all these years? The past couple years, all this bullshit was happening all this time. You didn't say nothing then. You know why? Because it was benefiting you. It was benefiting your choice. Some people will choose wrong and just don't even care as long as they don't have a person that they don't like in power, even though they know that person would do the right thing. Same shit in Bermuda. They had the election, and it was the worst turnout for an election in Bermuda's history. It was the worst turnout. Hardly anybody voted, and hardly anybody cared. You know why? Because Bermudian people are finally waking up to the bullshit. Because it doesn't matter who you put in power these days, as long as you do what I just said, as long as you pay your bills, you live your own life and you stay to yourself, you take care of yourself, your family, all your needs and all your wants, then you ain't got to worry about the government doing whatever they're doing. It's that simple. Who fucking cares what they're doing? They can do whatever they want. You still got to pay. You still got to make your life best as you can. And simple. And I think people still don't understand the reality of life. It doesn't matter what you do, what you say, what you have, and how much money you have or what you earn. When you die, everything dies with you. And everything you earn, someone else is going to enjoy it. All the money you made, someone else is going to enjoy it. You can't take it with you. And that's the reality of the world. That's the reality of life. Take it or leave it. Laugh now, you'll be crying later. And that's why I have the attitude I have. I'm not going to do some dumb shit that you want me to do, but I'm just going to die anyway. That's the point I make all the time. When COVID came out, oh my God, I'm going to die. No, you're not. You're going to die when you're supposed to. So during these COVID times, if you get sick and die, that's going to be your time. Your time is now. What about everybody who survived? It's because their time we're in now. Duh. I swear some people's brains will never work. They just have a hollow fucking P in there. That's it. Exactly. That's why when people say to me, "Oh, Mark, you gonna vote? Vote for what? Vote for a government that I don't even give a fuck about and don't give a fuck about me?" Since when the government comes to your door and tells you what's best for you is this and what's best for you is that, and what do you want? Man, the fuck out of here. A lot of people are confused in this world. They really, really are. They really are confused. But hey, oh well, it's not my problem. I'm gonna go good nighty night too because my bills are paid and I ain't gotta worry about no government. I ain't gotta worry about none of that bullshit because I don't give a flying fuck. I'm on here doing my thing and that's all that matters. And we're all gonna go to sleep tonight. We're probably gonna dream. We're probably gonna sleep. And we most likely will probably wake up and we'll talk shit again and have fun again until the day you die. And when we all die, we're gonna see all each other in spirit again, and we're all gonna laugh and talk shit again. It's just a rerun and a rerun and a rerun and another day and another day and another day. Just a different world. That's it. And that's all you gotta know. Same shit, different day. And sometimes a different world in a different way. All right, Dan and Joanna, you guys have a great night. Sleep tight. Tomorrow I'll be here at some point in time. I might be here during the day, probably. It's been nice. I ain't done no hard work or anything. I've been trying to keep my back actually felt really good today. So I didn't feel bad at all today. I felt pretty good. Not fully recovered, but I'm good though. As long as I don't do dumb shit, I'll be fine. But yeah, it's been a good day today. So I'm gonna have a nice night tonight and go to fuck sleep, and that's it. And just know that I ain't gotta worry about none of these people. All right, good night. Take care.